Between driving to the mountains and about 2 more months of winter, there's still a good chance you'll do some driving through snow and ice this year.
Yeah, and today's Behind the Wheel, Tony has 3 tips to make you safer if you do.
Winter driving is different than driving year-round. Regardless of what kind of car you have or how it's equipped, your driving behavior, your technique has to be different in the winter. Here are 3 things to get you started.
Well, the first thing you can do is slow down.
Speed is the biggest factor because if we're going too fast, we're going to get more to the limits of those tires.
Every time you take the wheel, you take a risk. One of the easiest and most effective ways to minimize that risk is to drive at a speed that's safe for the current conditions. In the winter, that could mean slowing to a speed lower than the posted limit.
The second thing you can do to improve your winter driving is to reduce distractions. That could be as easy as turning down the volume on your radio.
Simply put, loud music is a distraction. You like it, you know it, and your brain wants to latch onto it.
I always love when somebody says, hey, turn the radio down. I'm looking for something.
Winter driving is like trying to park the car. It just takes extra concentration. Now, if your radio is blasting, your mind is focused on your music, and there's less attention available for your driving. If you don't believe me, just try parking with your music at full volume. It's just harder to do.
And finally, when it comes to winter driving, you have to know your limits. Tire chains and all-wheel drive will only get you so far. Safe winter driving is really about you and the way you drive.
And you think, my vehicle can handle this. It can get me there. And people overestimate their driving talent too, unfortunately.
Think about it this way. Would you rather ride through the snow in a well-equipped car with a bad driver or in an ill-equipped car with a great driver? As for me, I'll take the great driver every time. So slow down, focus, and know your limits. Do that consistently and your winter driving will improve instantly. And you won't end up like this guy.
And so next thing you know, their 4-wheel drive comes 4-wheel skid.
I'm Tony Martinez, Fox 12 Oregon.
That radio thing is so true.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. I mean,
weird?
I bet people are thinking to themselves too, oh, wait, I do turn down my music when I'm, just,
Right. I mean,
trying to park
there's
or do
like
something.
done research, like your brain just goes to it
Absolutely.
subconsciously. And so, when it's loud like that, it's just keeping you distracted. And it could be, people in the back seat, whatever. But I mean, reducing distractions, slowing down, and really knowing your limits. Because my hunch, just anecdotally, when we have these crashes in the wintertime on snowy roads, people who are involved in those situations likely shouldn't have been out there in the first place because their car's not ready for it or they don't have the skill level to drive in those conditions. So knowing your limits is important as well.
I just, from now on, will stay home. Let somebody else drive me.
Do that.
I think I've had my fair share of incidents, so anyhow. But really good tips, Tony.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Yeah, it is. I've heard it's 4-wheel drive and not 4-wheel stop.
Exactly.
So, and that's the
That's
bigger
so
issue
true.
so much
Yeah.
is getting yourself to be able to stop. So anyway, great stuff there, Tony.